Welcome to Columbus East High School, the commencement ceremony of 2024 for our graduates. We are grateful you are here. Before we begin, we'd like to take an opportunity on this Memorial Day weekend to honor all those who have served in our U.S. military, and we would love for, if you have served in our military, if you could stand so we could please honor you appropriately. We have the unique privilege to have a high school of this nature and to have this celebration because of our U.S. military and those who have served, and we thank you. I have the distinct honor and privilege to serve as the principal of Columbus East High School, and I'm excited that you are my first graduating class, and I'm grateful that you are here, and I'm grateful that I'm here on the east side with each of you. Further, as this is my first graduating class, it is also humbling to know and to share the stage with a mentor of mine and our leader of BCSC, Dr. Jim Roberts, as he will be giving his last graduation speech of his illustrious career, and we are deeply grateful for his service. And a few things I would like to share with each of you sitting there today. Incredible success is around the corner for each of you. Each of you have a vision of what you want to accomplish with your life, and I have no doubt that it is awesome and something that fits your gifts and abilities perfectly. But each of you will eventually come to a realization that nothing you accomplish, or the amount of money you make, or the type of house you live in, or the title after your name has any true impact on the timeline of your life. No one lays on their deathbed wishing they had more money, wishing they had a bigger house or drove a nicer car. Although there is nothing wrong with having those things and more, I want to encourage you to not wait for your deathbed to realize that the true purpose of life is how you choose to love others and the time you choose to spend with others and those around you. However, each of you will experience incredible difficulties and pain in your life. That is coming to each of you. And I've experienced those pains and difficulties at the highest level. But no money, no house, no job, or any of it got me through my darkest pain. It was those who loved me unconditionally. It was those who held me and let me cry. It was those who sat quietly at my side and never judged me. It was those who prayed for me, and it was those who loved me for simply being me. And for me, there is no greater joy than looking into the eyes of someone you love and being completely satisfied in their love. There is no greater joy than genuine laughter with those who love you more than they love their own self. There is no greater joy than holding your child across your chest. There is no greater joy than watching your child walk across a graduation stage. There is no greater joy than loving others more than yourself. I will close by encouraging you to live a life where you choose to forgive, to drink deeper in relationships with others, and love others without finding the faults in them. Don't insist on your rights or your truth. Don't judge and seek to condemn others, but accept others for who they are through love and grace. If you choose to love those around you more than yourself, then you will create joy for everyone around you. And you will also create a new and profound, unparalleled joy that you had not experienced before. I love this school. I love this school community, and I love the east side of Columbus. And I love each of you. And I have no doubt that you have every opportunity to be successful. I just want to encourage you to go do it. Welcome.
I want to start by saying thank you. Thank you to the teachers whose classrooms I've passed through. Thank you to the counselors who've helped me navigate the complicated and confusing journey that we call high school. Thank you to the friends who worked with me on group projects or who all worked together to understand that one problem that no one could quite get. Thank you to those who smiled at me in the hallway, even though I was just a passing face. And thank you to the ones who I've made core memories with. You know who you are. But most importantly, thank you to my parents. Those were the ones who stayed up with me on those late nights, or who told me we love you whether you get an A or an F, to remind me that I'm always enough. I'm honored to be up here in front of you today, but I would be crazy to say I did it myself. When we started high school, our world was in the midst of the worst global pandemic this generation has ever seen. But look at us. We still made it to this stage. You made it to this stage. So I want to say congratulations. High school is a time when we are trying to find ourselves, trying to determine our future, and on top of that, we started it all from behind a computer screen and in medical masks. No one warned us about that. But how could they? No one knew that a small outbreak of COVID-19 on the other side of the world would impact us here in Columbus, Indiana. But still, no one warned us. I want you to hear it again. No one warns you. But if you think about it, how could they? Not a single person here knows exactly how the rest of our lives will go. Whether we get the dream job we applied for, or whether we will watch our own kids walk across this stage someday. That's one of the scary yet wonderful things about life, the great unknown. As we go on to the workforce, college, trades, or whatever else our paths may be, it's important to remember that life is going to throw everything it can at you. But persevere. Persevere like you did through high school. Persevere like you did through all the hardships that life has already put in front of you. I see a successful future in every single one of you. And when life is throwing those 100-mile-per-hour fastballs at you, it won't be easy to overcome. And you won't be prepared for everything. But you at least have to try. Trying is the key to everything. It's like when mom and dad set that plate full of yucky green stuff in front of you growing up, and while disgust filled your face, they say, "You won't know you hate it till you try it." So you take the bite and discover, wow, these vegetables aren't that bad. But the hardest part was taking the first bite, because we didn't know what the outcome would be. The first step towards the unknown is always the scariest, but all of us have made it to that second step thus far. I don't know about you guys, but the first day that we could come to school without masks was nerve-wracking. What if people thought I was ugly? What if my friends don't want to be my friend anymore? What if others judge me? Guess what? I was totally fine, and I learned something. In the end, who cares what others think of you? I feel like sometimes this world makes us think we have to be a certain way or be liked by our peers in order to fit in. But that's wrong. Be you. There is a reason that you are the way that you are. You're unique, you're smart, you're fun. You are exactly how you're supposed to be. Never lose yourself to gain, because in the end, you won't be happy. And isn't that what we're all striving for? To be happy and to be successful? I can guarantee you that the happiness and the success is gonna look different for every single one of you. Happiness isn't about love, or the friends you make, or the house you live in. And success isn't about money, or status, or even possessions. Happiness is something that you control. You decide. It's something that you have to wake up and choose. And success is never gonna be the same for anyone either. My idea of success will be different than your idea, because it's an intrinsic goal. It's when you wake up feeling fulfilled and proud of the life that you're living and the people you've surrounded yourself with. When you have persevered through all life has thrown at you, and when you look back at your life and can connect back to where it started. So before I conclude, I want to share an analogy. High school has merely been a chapter in the book of our lives. So don't think of today as the end, but rather the start of chapter 2. As you go forward and take on this giant world full of unknowns that no one warns you about, remember to persevere. Because as Gandalf from The Lord of the Rings once said, even the smallest person can change the course of the future. Thank you.
I'm acutely aware of the weight of the tradition that accompanies the role of valedictorian. I don't know what to say that hasn't been said in the millions of speeches just like this one that happen everywhere, every year. I'm not here to recite cliches or wax poetic about the past. I'm simply going to keep this one short and sweet. Let's be frank. The notion that these are the best days of our lives is overrated and quite utterly ridiculous. Sure, high school had its highlights, but it's just one chapter in a much larger story. I have learned a lot through my years of BCSE. BCSE has taught me how to be competitive, resilient, and adapt to change. Teachers have taught me how to stay curious, embrace failure, and take initiative. Teachers like Mrs. Hambling, Mr. Chastain, and Mrs. Porter have shaped me into the individual I am today through their own dedication. That is something I truly cannot thank them enough for. The friends that I've made along the way have provided me with memories that I will certainly treasure forever. Their continuous support, advice, and laughter is something to truly be grateful for. However, to fully relish in the things that we have learned during our time at East and truly be grateful, we simply have to move on. We are destined for greater things, for new adventures, and for experiences that will shape us in ways we can't yet imagine. Moving on doesn't mean forgetting where we come from or the people who have shaped us into who we are today. It does not diminish the significance of our time here at East. Our experiences and memories at East have only laid out the foundation to build our futures upon. Moving on allows us to break free from the constraints of the past and to embrace the endless possibilities that await us. It means embracing change, embracing growth, and embracing the endless opportunities that lie ahead. It means having the courage to step out of our comfort zones, to challenge ourselves, and to chase our dreams relentlessly. Moving forward allows you to know that the best is yet to come. Embrace the uncertainty of tomorrow, as it may just yield the very best for you. So congratulations to the graduating class of 2024. I wish you all the best on your future endeavors. Now, if you would, please join me in moving on and continuing to look forward. The best days are still yet to come, filled with the endless possibilities and successes. Now, in the words we used to hear, because we will always be Olympians at heart, carry on O's.
It has been a pleasure to serve as your Team 2024 principal. At this time, I am delighted to present Columbus East High School's Class of 2024 to Dr. Jim Roberts, Superintendent of Schools. In doing so, I certify they have met all the necessary requirements for graduation. Dr. Roberts.
Good afternoon. Family members, friends, faculty, and staff, thank you for all you have done to support our senior students as they navigated their individual paths to be here this afternoon as graduates of Columbus East High School. Graduates, congratulations to you for the resilience you have displayed during your entire school career as you work diligently to achieve the necessary requirements set forth by our school corporation and the state of Indiana to be here this afternoon. At this moment, as you sit in your chair, in your gown, and prepare to come to this stage and receive your diploma, a couple of questions. Do you have a dream for tomorrow? If so, do you have a plan to, in one way or another, accomplish that dream? I pose these questions because today marks not only the culmination of your high school education, but more importantly, the beginning, the commencement of a lifelong journey of dreams and discoveries. As you stand ready to travel your different roads, I urge you to embrace a simple strategy that could aid your future. Write a letter to your future self. Dear successful future self, or however else you wish to address that letter. In the letter, include your dreams, your plans. Imagine where you hope to be in a year, 5 years, a decade longer. This letter will serve as a time capsule, a snapshot of who and where you are at this pivotal moment. Revisit this letter annually to reflect on your journey, to celebrate your achievements, and realign your course as dreams evolve and come into sharper focus. I urge you to utilize this strategy. Write a letter to yourself, as I want you to see that it's important to understand that dreaming is not just an act of hope, but a call to action. Dreams shape our reality. They are the blueprints of our ambitions and the heart of our motivation. They are not static. They grow, they adapt, and they thrive on the nourishment of our experiences and the strength of our resolve. Perhaps most importantly, dreams keep us focused, even in the midst of very tough times. In 1968, our country was in the midst of chaos, civil rights battles, the Vietnam War, a tumultuous political environment. In this trying time, and within 2 months of each other, Martin Luther King Jr. and Bobby Kennedy, a candidate for President of the United States of America, were assassinated. But also in 1968, Elvis Presley returned to live performances after nearly a decade of movies and delivered the song, If I Can Dream. If I Can Dream was written to demonstrate that sometimes things aren't good. They might be really bad. But our ability to dream, to keep believing in what is right and good, is directly aligned with our strength to take action to make things better. Deep in my heart, there's a trembling question. Still, I am sure that the answer is going to come somehow. Out there in the dark, there's a beckoning candle. And while I can think, while I can talk, while I can stand, and while I can walk, I can dream. You can think, you can talk, you can stand, you can walk, you can dream. You can dream. So as you step away from our schools this afternoon, hold your aspirations close and dare to dream boldly. Dream with the knowledge that the path will not always be smooth, but every step, every challenge is a part of your journey. A journey that shapes not just your destiny, but the destiny of those you love and those who love you. So as I close, courtesy of Steven Tyler of Aerosmith, class of 2024, dream on. Dream on, dream on. And dream until your dreams come true. Ladies and gentlemen, by the power vested in me by the state of Indiana and our Bartholomew Consolidated School Corporation Board of Trustees, I hereby certify you as graduates of Columbus East High School. Congratulations.
Greta Ann Hemmerline, Erin Elizabeth Walters, Victoria Nazla Chuadar, Kylie Morgan Hatcher, Caitlin Elizabeth Stetter, Ruth Alexis Federley, Madeline Lane Armin, Ian Alberto Araujo, Kyle James Allen, Laura Corinne Allman, Nathan Bradley Anderson, Jair Ariano Ferrer. Charles J. Arnholt. Lillian Emma Arnholt. Keegan Elliott Arnold. Anna Jessie Asher. Lily Danielle Asher. Connor Lee Axum. Mackenzie Cheyenne Bailey. Evan Kenneth Balzer. Maximus Ronsheim Banashak. Austin Riley Barr. Slater Cash Barrier. Carson A. Bartholomew. Ava Bartolome Montoya. Calla Grace Bowman. Derek Matthew Beagle. Julia K. Beckert. Wejd Ben Younes. Chase Binder. Chloe Binder. Benjamin Matthew Blands. Alex James Bloom. Oh, sorry. Okay. So who am I starting with here? Chase Binder, okay. Going back. Chase Binder. Chloe Binder. Benjamin Matthew Blands. Alex James Bloom. Blake Charles Borkart. Travis Michael Brock Bowen. Christopher Ryan Bowling. Caitlin Bazel. Jaylee Renee Brannon. Molly Caroline Bray. Phoebe Bright. Irvin Brasino. August John Brockhouse. Michaela Michelle Brown. Caitlin Maya Bickle. Andrew Lee Burdett. Emma Christine Burkett. Kira May Burnett. Sierra Larie Burns. Faith Mackenzie Burns. Oliver Cole Bush. Austin Jeffrey Campbell. Bryce Owen Campbell. Sky Lorraine Campbell. Mackenzie Lynn Capps. Oliver Coburn Carr. Tyler Dean Cathcart. Cheyenne Marie Chad. Kayla Maria Cheshire. Gabriel Mason Chumley. Faith Colleen Clapp. Leslie Ann Clapp. Abigail Joy Clore. Andrew Christopher Comer. Parker Stephen Conrad. Claire Olivia Cooper. Gage Alexander Copus. Micah Aaron Courier. Blake Cassius Cowan. Malia Brielle Cox. Riley Faye Crotty. Bo Westhafer Crow. Kane Owen Cruz. Josiah Neil Diego Dalton. Derek Edward Davis. Eli Jackson Davis. Trinity May Elizabeth Davis. Ginger Louise Davis Hunt. Jonathan Ismail de la Cruz. Elijah Ray Denny. Jacob Lee Detmer. Muhammadu Salyu Doof. Lauren Margaret Dixon. Lindsay Dominguez Marquez. Sarah Elizabeth Durnall. Malia Grace Ann Diet. Benjamin Bryce Eichenberry. Cody Ford Eisenmenger. Jackson James Etheridge. Talara Leah Udy. Dominic M. Fee. Rachel Grace Phipp. Jackson Dean Fishvote. Arlen Marie Fleming. Gavin James Foley. Julian Philip Forney. Deanna K. Foster. Caroline Elizabeth Frost. Willow Grace Gamble. Marissa Ann Garrett. Caden Michael Galt. Jacob David Gilbert. Chloe Grace Gilly. Hannah Grace Gladden. Brian Daniel Gonzalez Mazaba. Ava Claire Good. Elijah Xavier Daniel Goodpaster. Donald Eugene Gorbett Jr. Christian Allen Graham. Sawyer Danielle Green. Tiana Rose Grider. Jenna Elizabeth Goose. Jonathan Guzman. Grace Autumn Hale. Mason Miller Hall. Parker James Hammock. Corinne Diana Harden. Joshua Stephen Harden. Nadia Mae Harris. Justice Kendall Harrell. Taylin Grace Harris. Emily Denise Harrison. Coleman Gregory Hartsook. Cole Anthony Harvey. Lillian Avery Hatton. Cooper A. Hawkins. Sydney E. Hawkins. Quillen Xavier Julian Henderson. Avalon Michelle Henriksen. Mason Xavier Henry. Preston Lane Hensley. Allison Ann Harold. Mia Leilani Hess. Chloe Jane Hyatt. Betsy Ella Haney. Zachary Tyler Hofflick. Bladen Matthew Hopkins. Tyler Scott Hauser. Malia Suzanne Hubbard. Evan Matthew Huckabee, Antoinette C. Hughes, Ambrosia J. Hughes, Jerry Lee Hughes Jr., Nolan G.E. Hughes, Jesse Lee Isaacs, Yehor Alexiovich Ivanenko, Madison Keeley Jackson, Zara Jade Jackson, Angelica James Ortiz, Emma Rose James, Michaela Erica Jeffries, Abigail A. Jones, Elijah James Jones, Harmony Naya Rochelle Jones, Jace Fleetwood Jones, Olivia Lynn Jordan, Mallory Page Kaiser, Shelby Ann Kendrick, Evan Nicholas King, Miles Joseph Kokert, Rachel Diane Kuhlman, Lillian Grace Lacey, Jorge Luis Lagos Mendoza, Tyler Matthew Lake, Laura Marie Landberg, Giselle Landero Gonzalez, Seth Albert Lanke, Garrett Michael Leisure, Brooke Elizabeth Leslie, May Nicole Lloyd, Caden Allen Lobdell, Briseidi Jocelyn Lopez Santiago, Nancy Lorenzo, Brianna Nicole Lucas, Rylan Lee Lucas, Cheyenne Rose Lund, Grace Charlene Likens, Jana Nicole Likens, Elena Marie Major, Christian M. Malagon, Evan Carlos Martinez, Kate Elizabeth Mao, Barbara Adele May, Camila Medina, Gabrielle Marie Meyer, Dali Jabari Mendez, Talon James Menifee, Olivia B. Middendorf, Karis Clementine Miller, Caden Stephen Mishler, Jack R. Moisica, Yesenia Esmeralda Monge Miranda, Diego Andre Montañez Hidalgo, Sebastian Andre Montañez Hidalgo, Sarah Carolina Moran Mendez, Rosalind Moreno Aparicio, Emily Faith Mosier, Macy Lee Mudd, Cameron Lee Naylor, Kevin R. Nickerson, Judah James Nickel. Chase Michael Neese. Molly Caroline O'Connor. Trey William Ogle. Clara Olson. Carly Elaine Oddie. Braden Abbott Ozieta. Megan Morgan Osborne. Cherokee Lynn Marie Peden. Tobias Ray Page. Derek Alexander Patchett. Sivanji Nanesh Patel. Gabrielle Lynn Patrick. Derek James Patterson. Jenna Julia Patton. Jacob Earl Peoples. Cordell Xavier Penix. Hunter Ray Perez Goodpaster. Sierra Alexandra Perkinson. Lily Mae Perry. Giselle Mackay Perry. Nathan D. Fan. Abigail Grace Phillips. Princess Bayani Pineda Cadenas. Madeline Drew Poe. Jamie Jolie Porter. Riley Renee Posey. Christy Short Price. Keith Allen Pryor. Anthony Pryor. Maria D. Ramirez. Osmar Ramirez Juarez. Brady Christian Redelman. Destiny Joe Gale O.C. Reeves. Brandon Evan Raylander. Ashlyn K. Ruth Richards. Peyton Elizabeth Richardson. Amaria Elizabeth Lynn Robinson. Haley Elizabeth Robinson. Hermione Jane Robinson. Yolexis May Rodriguez. Tristan M. Rogers. Cohen David Roney. Ryan McKenna Rose. Addison Renee Nicole Ross. Joseph Christopher Ross. Zachary Stephen Ross. Caden William Roth. Arturo Rueda de Leon Castillo. Dominic Cesar Ruiz. Parker Evan Rutan. Roland James Ryan. Joshua Michael Savert. Monica Guadalupe Santana. McKenna Ray Schnepp. Jocelyn Ray Shetmer. August Michael Shiano. Kyron Lorenz Scott. Rendon Borja Scott. Taylor Scott. Kindred Veronica Schaefer. Evan Matthew Chateau. Rylan Addison Shaw, Donovan Jacob Lee Shelton, Brooklyn Jean Schrum, Henry Dale Sims, Noah Scott Sims, Audrey Ann Sizemore, Clayton James Smith, to Heavenly Star Renee Smith, Colton William Spear, Cole Grayson Staggs, Taylor Dawn Stater, Addie Ray States, Lillian Kate Steinwedel, Olive Hope Stevens, Amara Lene Stevenson, Laird Dean Stidham, Jamie Stillebauer, Kevin Michael Stilson, Jonathan Andrew Striedelmeyer, DeMarcus Jalen Studi, Jordan Grace Sullivan, Savannah Michaela Sullivan, Alexander N.S. Swinney, Justin Allen Silva, Samuel Stephen Shtaba, Eric Hideki Takahashi, Anthony Lewis Taylor, Maxwell Gethin Thomas, Natalie Anahi Torres, Jade Adora Torres Stewart, Messiah Ami Trapp, Allie Trueblood, Elijah Jean Tyree, Henry Adam Ulrich, Colton Ray Utterback, Angel Gabriel Vaca Abrego, Charlie Eugenia Vale, Madison Elise Valentine, Owen Matthew Vance, Braden Michael Vandiver, Elam James Van Est, Natalie Jo Van Est, Christian Allen Van Sickle, Kira Elizabeth Van Valkenburg, Vincent Valentin Villarreal, Maggie Clara Wagner, Samantha Rochelle Walker, Chasney Lynn Ward, Jackson David Warren, Tyler Jeffrey Weller, Vicky Wang, Lincoln Michael West, Merrick Slade White, Maya Christine Whitlock, Tavin Ward Wicker, Trenton Wayne Wicker, Carson Andrew Williams, Michael Arlen Wayne Williams, Vaughn Robert Williams, Ian Edward Wharton, Zion Machezades Jazar Rags, Brentlin Alexander York, Aubrey M. Young, Emily Zhu.
Each year, the graduating class leaves a gift for the benefit of Columbus East High School. The class of 2024 Student Assembly has chosen to partner with administration to create a more welcoming environment by enhancing the main entryway. When students return to campus in the fall, they will be welcomed by brand new window graphics symbolizing East Pride. Our collective goal is to make each student feel a sense of pride in their high school and who they are as an Olympian. As the years go on, this gift will be a reminder to every graduating class that they aren't just an Olympian for the 4 years in these hallways, but an Olympian for life. Today, we ring the senior bell to symbolize 4 fundamental virtues: loyalty, honesty, respect, and unselfishness. These honorable qualities should be guiding principles as we encounter obstacles in our future. The first of these is loyalty. Loyalty is devotion, whether to yourself, your friends, or your country. President Wilson reminds us that loyalty means nothing unless it has its heart the absolute principle of self-sacrifice. Out of loyalty flows honesty, respect, and unselfishness.
The second is honesty. It has been said that honesty is the cornerstone of all success, without which confidence and ability to perform shall cease to exist. Today signifies a cornerstone in our lives. Without honesty, we cannot move from this cornerstone to the next. With confidence in the ability to perform, honesty is also a necessary component to gaining respect.
Respect is a virtue we hope to gain in our lifetime. But as Albert Einstein points out, it is not until we respect ourselves that we gain the esteem of others, or rather only then will it come in its own accord. We must learn to respect ourselves for who we are so that we may inspire others to do the same.
To put another's life in front of your own is to excel in the only game that matters, the game of life. It has been said that the true measure of a man is how he treats someone who can do him absolutely no good. Unselfishness is the virtue that ties human character together. Today, we have reached the stage in our lives that allows us to enter the real world with a good conscience. We signify the completion of this stage in our lives by the turning of our tassels, which represents a movement from childhood to adulthood, from high school to a world beyond. So will you please all join me in the turning of the tassel?